Like the caterpillar, we are being called to surrender to a process of transformation. This process is unstoppable. The information we need to navigate this shift already exists within us, and as we step into the state of remembering, we learn to trust our awakened inner knowing. Hi there, my name's David, and I wrote a book called Within Us, and that quote was from my book. So the question is, are you a caterpillar? Are you in a cocoon? Or are you a butterfly? And so the answer is, it doesn't matter. I mean, it matters to you personally, but this stage where you're at is exactly perfect, right? Sometimes we are cocooning, and sometimes we are a butterfly. We are moving towards something that is not something that has happened before. Okay? Like the caterpillar, when it goes into the cocoon, is instinctual, yeah? But when it comes out as a butterfly, I don't think that it's worried about like its life as a caterpillar. And I'm wondering if the caterpillar even knows that he's going to be a butterfly. Anyways, it's just a metaphor. So like as we start to go into a new vibration, we will need some time to ourselves. We will need some time to adjust to these new vibrations that are happening. Yeah. And as we come out of the cocoon, so to speak, we're a butterfly. And everything in our life has changed. That's just the way we look at things, what we believe, all the way down to our cellular structure has changed, just like a butterfly. I mean, we are really going through something that hasn't happened before. And let's take some time to acknowledge how epic this is, how amazing this is, and how challenging it is too. We don't have any guidelines here. We don't have anything to look at, except for maybe some videos like these. Like there is a lot of folks who have been going through this. I just spent 3.5 years in a cocoon, writing this book, and I really didn't talk to a lot of different people. I did have some jobs, and I was working in addiction centers, and it was challenging for me though, to begin to rearrange my whole life. Like I didn't know I could write 5 years ago. I mean, I could barely put a paragraph together, and here I am. I've written 2 books, and now I'm making videos, which I didn't want to do. But I like making videos if I can be myself, and so here I am being myself in nature. And I thought it would be a great place to make this video about transforming into something completely different. Yeah, our whole collective is in a cocoon right now. Like we are in a state of confusion. And a lot of that has to do with surrendering, right? Like really just learning to surrender over and over and over again. Come into acceptance and just be okay with the process of transformation. Yeah, we don't know like when you're a caterpillar, you don't know what being a butterfly even means. How could you, right? So we don't even know how awesome it is to completely shift paradigms, to completely shift our vibration, right? We don't know. It's like me describing a new color to you without you seeing the color. It's really hard. It's really impossible for me to do that. I'd be like, oh yeah, so it's kind of like purple, kind of like green, but nah, it's not really any of those. So it's like that, right? Um, it's incremental too, so sometimes we don't even know how far we've come. And I want to give everybody out there pats on the back, because if you're watching this video, you've come a long way. And we're both, all of us are going to a place that we've never been. And that's pretty awesome. Also, it's freaking scary. It really is. Like, so many times I've been like, what is happening to me? Like, where am I going to be next? I've really taken a leap so many times. I'm really getting good at it, actually. Yeah, it's been great. The one thing I can tell you is there's really nothing to fear. It's all an illusion. And what I mean by that is much of what we believe that we can do as a species, as an individual, the limitations and the doubts and the insecurities, that's all an illusion. Right? That is an illusion. And there are real things to be afraid of, but mostly there isn't. Now, I'll get into that later. But for now, I just want to let you know that wherever you are, if you're the caterpillar still chewing on some leaves, in the familiar, in your job that you don't like, and house that you don't like, relationship that you don't like, or just bored with life, that's okay. Totally cool. If you're going into the cocoon and you're transforming, that means something's happened to you. And it made you start to think about your reality. It made you start to think about, like, hey, I need to stop. I need to figure this thing out. And maybe you didn't have a choice, right? Maybe you had no choice about it. Me, that was me. The universe is like, bro, you need to stop what you're doing, because it's all collapsing in on you. That's what happened to me. And so I was like, all right, well, now what do I do? And, every time and every step I was given the answers. I went out to Taos, New Mexico. 30 hours of driving. Started a life out there. Started writing books. Yeah, everything changed. I didn't think I could do any of that. And so I want to inspire you, if you're feeling kind of stuck, to, it might be time to go in the cocoon, or it might be time to come out of the cocoon and be a butterfly and let everybody know how awesome you are. Stop hiding out, right? It's, it depends on where you are, and this is why it's totally cool wherever you are. And if you're a butterfly and you're out there telling everybody it's going to be okay and that we're all loved, then yeah, freaking awesome, man. Start hitting up some flowers. Fly around. The reality is I've just come out of the cocoon, and making these videos for me is being a butterfly. And I hope it found you in a good place. I hope it inspires you. Because I know that you can do it. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to get through, that just on the other side of everything that we think we can't do is the light, is the love, is the support. So much love to you, and have a great day, okay?